favorite memory, when the team went to Brookings for sophomore year and had 2 hours to kill. So they went to Fred Meyer's and tried on clothes from the children's section. Later, we played knockout at Brookings High School. She plans on attending Corbin University, majoring in elementary education. Ladies and gentlemen, our next senior, Liz White. They attend Phoenix First Baptist. Some of her hobbies include eating, sleeping, drinking water, those are all good things, professional procrastinating, very good at that, and beetle fighting. Interesting. Some of her favorite memories are trying on clothes with my best friend, Caitlin Willard. Her quadruple double against the Rogue River as a freshman as well. She plans on attending Grand Canyon University. Ladies and gentlemen, Liz White. And our final singer of the evening, Caitlin Willard. They attend River Valley Church in Rogue River. She enjoys eating, sleeping, stalking celebrities, and watching baseball. The normal stuff. Some of her community activities include volunteering with the children's ministry at church. Her favorite memory was her freshman year at St. Mary's, where we were down by 1 point and there was 14 seconds left in the game. My best friend, Liz White, assisted me and I hit the game-winning basket. Her plans after high school are to attend Grand Canyon University to pursue a degree in forensic psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Willard. Liz, Caitlin, thank you for the time and efforts you put into this basketball program. And to the parents, thank you for giving us the ability to work in these kids' lives and be a part of that. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 senior class for girls basketball.
Welcome to tonight's broadcast of girls basketball, Far West League action here as the Cascade Christian Challengers get ready to take on the St. Mary's Crusaders at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. Well, we ended up joining it in progress as we were working through a couple of technical issues, and I've got to accept the blame for that one, but we got it all up and running in enough time to cover some of it. But as you saw during the course of our stream getting underway this evening, Neha Joseph, one of the Challenger guards, she was recognized along with Caitlin Willard and Liz White. A couple of seniors that we didn't catch in enough time were Challenger forward Abby Holt. For Abby, she's the daughter of Greg and Felicia Holt, and next year she plans on going to Northwest Beauty College to end up studying to be an esthetician. One of her hobbies, she says, is pretty much being the funniest person alive, and having had her as a broadcasting student last year, I can say she does pretty well in that regard. So her, and then also the team manager, Millie Croy, whom we saw a little bit of during volleyball season. Millie plans to attend Berea College in Kentucky and study to be a genetic counselor. So tonight, 4 Challenger seniors plus the team manager recognized in a little ceremony before tonight's game. Jim McCoy here. We got Johnny McCoy operating the camera this evening. This will be the second meeting between the two squads for the 2021 campaign. The two teams met back on June 1st. And St. Mary's won over at their place 43-32. I've always said I think St. Mary's may well be the toughest place in the league to play as a visitor. And folks, for you Crusaders fans who are tuning in, maybe you're over at the boys' game, I mean that in the nicest way. You make it very tough for a visitor to play. Your home team knows that they are fully behind you, and there's a certain mystique about playing on that court that makes it very difficult. So it will be interesting in light of that to see what happens tonight as we play out on the Challengers floor, because quite often the Challengers place can be quite a place for a visitor to try to come in and take a win. Coming into tonight's action, the Crusaders with a 3-8 overall record, 3-5 in Far West League play. Their victories coming against South Umpqua, beat what is effectively their JV team. We saw them at home here this last Friday night. And then a victory against Cascade Christian that we mentioned to you earlier. This Crusaders team, a young squad that my understanding is, we got one senior out there on the squad, Kaylee Connor, and she went down with an injury early on. Now I see that she is warming up with the squad, but otherwise you're talking about a situation where this is a team comprised. We got one junior on the team, Riker Rothfuss, and she's a soccer player, and I think she's had a couple of little, injury issues of her own to deal with. But a really young team. 3 freshmen on this Crusader squad: Emily Bowdoin, Lily Jensen, and Maddie Ward. A lot of sophomores on the team. Meanwhile, as we mentioned earlier, for the Challengers, they're a more experienced team. 4 seniors on the squad. Caitlin, Neha, and Elizabeth have been with the program since the beginning of high school and have played basketball all 4 years, although Liz had a significant portion of her career wiped out by a knee injury. You can see to this day she still wears a brace on that left leg. Then Abby came in as a transfer from North Medford last year. She played some over in their program, but came over here last year and has been a nice contributor at forward. So we've got, we got those 4 seniors, and then you look at the rest of the roster, a fairly young group, and safe to say, I'm going to guess that St. Mary's has been impacted in the same way that Cascade Christian has, because the season has been so late in getting started. Here we are playing past graduation day, that there have been a few upperclassmen, a few graduating seniors that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a career right now. I've got things to move on to, summer jobs, get ready for college, or whatever the case may be, or maybe entry into the military. Given those things, that it's kind of had an effect on their decision on whether or not to play. For example, with Cascade, Eliana Haglock had been a part of the program for a few years and gave the team some nice size inside, but she's not playing. She graduated as a top student academically, but she had pretty well decided that as far as athletics are concerned, that her time was done as a part of the Challenger basketball program. So it's been a different kind of year. The Crusaders 3-5 league record. The Challengers come in at 2-5. And now the starting lineups are going to be introduced. And since we've got the crowd mic hooked up, we'll go ahead and let Athletic Director Nate Maben do the introductions of tonight's lineup.
First, Crusaders of St. Mary's High School. Starting, sophomore, number 10, Morgan Gold. Starting junior, number 23, Rector Lucian. Also starting sophomore, number 32, Carmel Ashland. Also starting freshman, number 33, Matt Ward. Also starting sophomore, number 44, Catherine Mejia. First back, Sydney Mullins and PK Ford. And now, for your Cascade Christian Challengers. Starting at guard, sophomore, 5'4", sophomore, number 10, Bella Williams. Starting out wing, 5'8" senior, number 25, Abby Holt. Starting at guard, 5'4" senior, number 2, Neha Joseph. Also starting out wing, 5'8" senior, number 20, 5'6" senior, number 23, Liz White. And starting at guard, 5'7" senior, number 3, Caitlin Willard. Coach for the Challengers, J.T. Thomas, Sharon Thomas, Tony Thomas, Kristen Willard, Don Brown.
So there are your starting lineups for tonight between the Challengers and the Crusaders. Getting for the start of tonight's contest. And pretty much when you talk about a crosstown rivalry, long history between these programs, I don't care what sport you're talking about. And I think that's where kind of all the stats and all the history and everything, some of it just kind of goes out the window and we just tee it up and see who's ready to go tonight. Who wants it more? It's maybe not about who's the fastest or the most skilled, but who refuses to lose. So the challengers will come out. Everybody gathers at midcourt, and then per our unique regulations for this year with the pandemic, the Crusaders, who are the visitors, will go ahead and inbound the ball. Taking care of the inbound will be sophomore Carmel Ashland, and she'll pass it in to Morgan Dole. Sophomore guard picked up by Willard. Dole out high between the circles. They'll work it in the high post for Mejia. Mejia wearing number 42. They loop a pass inside. Nice speed to Riker Rothfuss. And the Crusaders take the early 2-0 lead. Caitlin Willard trying to get a pass to White. She's double teamed. Willard gets it back. Looking for a little help. White is there. She'll go ahead and drive the right side. Go hard to the hole. Her shot just a little bit too hard. Tried to get that rebound away from Mejia. But Catherine able to reel it in. Dole. Rothfuss over in the short corner. Over on the far side. Looks up top for Dole. Bounce pass broken up by Willard. Willard, one-on-one break opportunity, and probably should have used the glass, but oh well. Rebound by Ashland. She gets it up the floor to Dole. Feed it to Mejia. Now on the drive to the hoop. Laying it up and in, Maddie Ward. Giving the Crusaders the early 4-0 lead. Quickly up the floor it goes. Bella Williams with it. She picks up her dribble. Now for Holt. Holt's shot in traffic. Doesn't find the target. Ashland has to run it down. Now they get it to Mejia. Mejia gets around the defender. And the Crusaders have a 6-0 lead. Timeout called on the floor. Coach JT going to talk things over with his charges, and that'll give us a chance to recognize our sponsors here on Table Rock Sports.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Early 6-0 lead for the Crusaders. Bella Williams going to fire it up. It rims off. Fighting for the rebound in traffic is Caitlin Willard. Whistle underneath the challenger basket, and that's going to go against Dole, and that'll send Caitlin Willard, one of 4 challenger seniors, to the free throw line. Caitlin, leading scorer for Cascade. You've heard of your 3 sport athletes, maybe even a few 4s, but Caitlin is that rare 5 sport athlete. Played volleyball, ran cross country, played soccer. Softball was probably where she shines the best, and then good basketball player too. But you don't see too many of those these days, especially with specialization, but she's one of them. She gives the challengers their first point of the night. Holt has it inside, has it stripped away by Mejia. Mejia quickly up the floor, gives it up for Rothfuss. Rothfuss loses control. It goes out of bounds. It'll be challenger ball. So a kind of wild and woolly beginning for the challengers. Probably not the start they were really hoping for. They've had some opportunities, but the shots just haven't gone. And there's been some good defensive play by the Crusaders, just like what you saw there with Rothfuss anticipating the pass and it being knocked out of bounds. Over there at the Crusader bench, you see Sydney Mullings over there. First-year head coach for the Crusaders. Joseph with the basketball. Gives it up for Willard. Willard's going to shoot from a three-point range. Her shot in and out, no good. Joseph tried to get a handle on it. Ashland also there for St. Mary's. And it will remain challenger ball. Willard for Holt. Out high for White. Now Willard's got a path to the hoop. And her shot short, but Holt there for the rebound. Can't hang on. Ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to go ahead and call it on Caitlin Willard. That'll be the Challengers' first team foul of the evening. Dole, bounce pass. Broken up by the Challengers. Williams had it for a moment. Mejia's there. And, wow. You could hear that thud a mile away, but Williams looks no worse for wear for Cascade. So we're almost coming up on halfway through the first quarter, and it's been a little rough for Cascade. White with the screen, and as Ashland tried to break through that, foul called on Carmel, and that will be her first foul of the night. 2 team fouls now for the Crusaders. White inbounds. Joseph has it now. Williams gets a screen from White. Bounce pass inside to Holt. And a jump ball called. Alternating possession goes in favor of the Crusaders. Morgan Dole out of backcourt. Sophomore. Part of this young team. Her fellow starter Rothfuss, a junior. Ashland's a sophomore. Ward is a freshman. And Mejia is a sophomore. So Mullings has the nucleus of her team out there. Williams and Holt going to come out of the ball game. Into the challenger lineup will be Lainey Pearson and Callie Sweem. White going to drive, kicks it out for Willard from downtown. She knocks it down. The 3 ball from Willard draws the challengers within 2. Rothfuss, top of the key. She'll drive against Pearson. Gets the shot to go. Quickly going the other way of the challengers. Sweem on the feed from Joseph. And again, probably would have been a bad idea to use glass on that, but challengers now on defense, trailing by 4 in the ball game. Rothfuss threw the ball where Ashland was, and now we have a timeout called. But 3:27 to go in the first. John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Crusaders up by 4. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion. I got to make a correction here on the scoreboard. It is 8-4 St. Mary's over Cascade. So now we got that John L. Scott scoreboard up and running in proper order. Ready to return to action. Lainey Pearson, the 5'11 sophomore post into the ball game. Inbounds to White. Liz to Pearson. Willard. White on the drive. Now to Sweem. Sweem starts a drive. She loses the handle on the ball. Rothfuss for St. Mary's. Challengers get back defensively. And shooting from downtown, that is Kaylee Connor in the ball game. Offensive rebound, but Rothfuss there loses the handle on it. Jump ball. This one will go Cascade's way. Now as Dole checks back into the ball game for Mejia. .247 left to go in the first. White gets some momentum. Gets over for Willard. Willard from downtown. Her shot short. Pearson there, and as Willard's starting to make a move, she draws the foul. Active shooting. She'll go to the free throw line. That'll go against Morgan Dole. Willard with a three-pointer and a free throw, with all of Cascade's points early in the ball game. First shot is good. Caitlin now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight. Second attempt, a little too much English on it. Pearson tries to save it. Dole ends up with it. So now Challengers within 3. Feed it now to Dole. Bounce pass inside. Ashland's there. Got behind the defense, and she kisses it off the window for 2. 10-5 ball game. White starts a drive, gets it back out for Sweem. Sweem going to go hard to the hole, picks up her dribble. And the Challengers just really have hurt themselves with turnovers. Passes just don't look like they're really on that crisp or that on target. Callie will come out of the ball game now. Neha Joseph back in. Five-point Crusader lead here with 1:55 to go in the first. Rothfuss going inside, tipped away by the Challengers. Good defense there, but Dole with a timely shot. A good look, but she can't get it to stick. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Challenger ball. Meanwhile, the Challenger and Crusader boys are playing over at St. Mary's tonight. Challengers putting their unblemished record on the line. Joseph with a basketball. Now Williams, she's going to fire a shot. No good. White offensive rebound. Her little baby hook won't stick. Joseph tries to save it. And she does a skillful job managing to tip that off of Ashland. It ends up going out of bounds. It'll be Cascade ball. Willard with the inbound, directing traffic. Gets it for Williams. Williams, left-handed drive, back to Joseph. And then Willard got caught in the air, and it'll be a Challenger turnover. See Abby Holt getting ready to check back into the Challenger lineup. Connor Rothfuss, that shot a little long. There with the weak side rebound is Caitlin Willard. Outlets for White, quickly up the floor to Williams. Williams going to drive, knock to the floor, no foul called. I think they're going to say that she got bit by the hardwood monster. Rothfuss loses the handle on it. Kind of looked like, you ever see one of those where you try to catch a greased pig events at the county fair? That's kind of what it looked like there on that last sequence. The ball's just slipping, and you got players diving all over the floor trying to get it, and the ball just rolls on out of bounds. Connor, that's Rothfuss actually in the corner. Now they'll feed it to Dole. Dole's shot hits the bottom of the rim. Foul called against Holt. That'll be the Challengers' second team foul as Dole goes to the line. First free throw attempt. Finds the range. Crusader lead is now 6. Second attempt, that one's good. Good form on her free throws there, and she goes 2 for 2 on that trip. 7-point game. Liz White. She drives through traffic, and once again, Challengers having some problems with putting their passes together. White on the drive, and it was just kind of one of those weird in-between hop type of passes. That. Meanwhile, Dole, her shot, no good. Ball's loose, 18 seconds left to go in the quarter. Willard outlets for White. Liz to Willard. Bounce pass. White. And now Williams going to shoot. Her shot short. And that will end the first quarter of play. Your John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Crusaders 12 and the Challengers 5. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see.
I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We're getting ready for the start of the second quarter. St. Mary's visiting Cascade on the Challengers senior night. It's a 12-5 ball game. Crusaders been able to take advantage of some mistakes on the Challengers' part. We don't have an official count on turnovers or so forth, but I'm quite sure that probably JT and his team probably would not be happy with what they would see so far in this game. It makes a long night when you have more turnovers than you have points. But it's a new quarter. And the 7-point lead is by no means insurmountable. So let's see if the Challengers can get it together here in the second quarter. Williams with the basketball. She puts up an attempt, and she is fouled. Sophomore will go to the free throw line. Bella in season 1. She's a 2-year soccer player for the Challengers. Nice work on that first free throw. That'll draw the Challengers within 6. She'll have another. That one just a little bit short. White there to tip it around. She'll try to put it back up and in. She can't get it to go. Holt there with the offensive rebound. Williams to Joseph. Around the horn it goes to Willard. Pass to Joseph. Joseph trapped. Left of the paint. Now Willard has a three-pointer, and that one won't go. Rebound by Dole. She has Rothfuss up the floor, but some traffic that she knew not to try to throw it through. Mejia making. They're going to say before it rolled off of Willard, it was already out of bounds off a Crusader. No. They're going to say it was off Willard. So Carmel Ashland inbounds for Dole. Morgan now gets it right of the paint. Her shot won't go. White's there for the Challengers. Liz on the drive to the hoop. And they're going to call her for the travel. No foul called there, but they're going to call for a travel. And you might say the Challenger faithful, maybe in yours truly, had a difference of opinion on that one. But it's Crusader ball. And they really don't care what I think. So it'll be Ashland to Dole. She's guarded by Joseph. And Joseph will give you pesky defense. And speaking of defense, good work there by Bella Williams. Williams bounce pass to White. So that's a good move there. Good teamwork on the part of Williams, just recognizing she was in kind of a funny spot to try to make a move herself. She saw a cutting White go to the basket, and then White fouled in the act of shooting. First attempt, nothing but net. Challengers making their bones at the free throw line this evening. Second attempt, that one just a little bit short. And strong rebound by Hannah Erickson, who's in the ball game. Rothfuss out of backcourt to Mejia. They'll work it over to Rothfuss. He'll drive on Holt. But Holt denies her the baseline. Shot off target. Offensive rebound And putting it up and in, that's Maddie Ward. (14-7) ball game. White pulls up, shoots a 15-footer. It's good. White looking like she may be starting to get dialed in, and Coach Mullings from St. Mary's wants to have a little conversation about this. So that'll give us opportunity to take a timeout. John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Crusaders with a 5-point lead back in 60 seconds.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Coming out of the timeout, Crusaders up by 5. Ashland feeds it, and a steal by Joseph out of backcourt, and that's what she'll give you. She'll give you good defense night in and night out. Nihal with the basketball to Swain, bounce pass to Holt. Holt will start to make a move, but she ends up tripping over Erickson. So foul called against Hannah Erickson as Liz White gets ready to check back in for Cascade. Holt will now come out. 5:16 to go in the half. And they try to get a pass into Willard, broken up by the Crusaders, so they'll try it again. Inbound to White. And good anticipation there by Ashland and the Crusaders. Dole with the basketball, losing the handle on it, going out of bounds. Erickson. So the Challengers, trailing by 5, have an opportunity to see if they cannot pick up some ground here. Joseph picks up her dribble, needs some help. Willard there. White, Sweem. Williams at the free throw line. She starts to drive, kicks it back out for Willard. She has a look from downtown, and she buries it. Caitlin Willard gets the Challengers within 2. Halfway through the second quarter of play. Rothfuss on the drive against Sweem. Shot no good. Ward's there with the offensive rebound. She can't get the foot back. Sweem with the rebound. Outlets for Willard. Willard. You see, she thought she might have an opening there. She gets it over for White. White. Little reverse move, and it's a tie game. 14-14. Challengers making a little noise here midway through the second quarter. Shooting from downtown, Ashland, nothing but glass. And we have a jump ball called. Possession arrow goes St. Mary's way. And a media timeout called. But we'll go ahead and keep it here for the time being. Take care of a little bit of housekeeping here. Sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. It's time to sign up now for summer fun. Go to playmedford.com where you'll find the Coach Pistoli softball camp July 12th through 14th, led by the SOU national champion coach and players. You'll also find junior golf lessons and USTA youth tennis programs, along with all your other favorites. Visit playmedford.com to register today. This also gives us opportunity to give a shout out to the supporters of Challenger Athletics. At the purple level, you have folks like Shady Cove Family Dentistry, Reese Electric, Harry Gerhard with Farmers Insurance, and Lithia Auto Stores. At the gold level, you have Backwoods Embroidery, Winters Electric, the Conrad Morris Family Trust, and Hart Insurance, Metal Masters, Wilson Equipment. And then our presenting sponsor is George Fox University. Talking about colleges and stuff, Cascade Christian, 63 graduates this year. 15 of them headed off to Grand Canyon University, including 2 of the 4 Cascade seniors that were recognized tonight in Caitlin Willard and Liz White. Roth was taking the inbound to Dole. Right at the top of the key she goes. Challenger defense denies her entry into the paint. Mejia's going to shoot from the baseline. Looked like White got a hand on it. Weak side rebound to Dole. Fired in the corner. Willard almost had a good hustle play there. Ward, her shot a little too hard off the glass. Pearson in the ball game. And a shot missed by the Crusaders. Out of backcourt comes Liz White. White on a mission. Gives it over for Willard. Willard in the corners. She's going to shoot. And it's in and out. Offensive rebound by White. She gets out of the paint. For Joseph. Cross court it goes. Williams on the wing, right in front of the Crusader bench. Joseph. Now for Williams. Williams trying to find Pearson. Ball ends up loose on the floor. So the game tied. Crusaders going to try to push the pace. And the shot missed by Dole out of the backcourt. A couple of challengers run into each other, causing another challenger turnover. And Ward making an attempt on it. And so the game remains tied, but here goes Maddie Ward, freshman, in the starting lineup tonight. And here with an opportunity to break the tie. Ward, free throw attempt. That one's good. Crusaders back on top by 1. Pearson out of the ball game. Holt returns. And we have a timeout called. Your John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Crusaders 15, the Challengers 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds on TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Crusaders lead is 1 here with 2:28 left to go in the second quarter. At the free throw line, Maddie Ward. Her shot is up. It's in the bucket. It's good. Crusader lead is now 2 in the ball game. Williams on the wing to White. White going to drive inside, kicks it out for Willard. She fires from downtown. Ball's loose on the floor. Williams is there. Bounce pass to Holt. Holt's going to try a shot, and she can't get it to go. 2:03 left to go in the half. Rothfuss, Dole, down in the corner it goes for Ward. Dole's going to shoot from downtown, and she buries it. Crusader lead is now 5 with 1:38 to go in the second. Joseph. Now up high to White. White. Out of Joseph. She'll shoot a 15-footer. That one in and out. Rebound by Erickson. Up the floor it goes for Rothfuss. Mejia, down in the corner it goes to Ward. Dole with it. Down the short corner, and it is Ward being defended by Willard. Now we're inside a minute to go. In the second quarter, three-pointer by Rothfuss is good. Rothfuss puts the Crusaders up by 8 with 40 seconds to go in the half. Pass over for White. White drives to the hoop. And we have a foul called against the Crusaders. Foul's going to go against Morgan Dole. That's 17 fouls now for the St. Mary's Crusaders as White goes to the line. Free throw attempt. That's good. It's 22-15. Williams out of the ball game as Callie Sweem returns. Junior guard. White, second attempt. That one's good. Challengers trail by 6 after they had led by 2 at one point. Shot by the Crusaders, no good. Sweem is there. And we'll have a backcourt foul called against Ward. And that will send Sweem to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. So the Crusader lineup for you right now. Hannah Erickson in along with Catherine Mejia. Carmel Ashland. Maddie Ward. Riker Rothfuss. Free throw by Sweem is good. Challengers draw within 5. Callie gets another look. And that one's good. Challengers now within 4 with 23 seconds to go in the half. Ball's lost in the backcourt. Joseph can't quite get there in time, and now it is Ward with it, making a move to the hoop. Her shot no good, disrupted by White. 12 seconds to go in the half. Shot, pass over to Willard. Willard's going to pull up from 15. It goes. Challengers draw within 2, and that will end the first half of play. So the Challengers, who trailed by 7 at one point, draw within 2, and your halftime score in this spirited, if not sometimes wild contest, it is the Crusaders 22 and the Challengers 20. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with our halftime presentation here on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Written RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
At halftime, the Cascade Christian Challengers trail in this ball game by a score of 22-20. A game where the Challengers struggled early with trying to hit their shots and also some early problems with turnovers. Trailed by 5 throughout much of the first half. And then the Challengers, about mid-second quarter, made a nice run and actually took the lead for a brief period of time. And then the Crusaders came right back, made a run of their own. We're up by 7 at one point before the Challengers made a nice little run to close out the first half. For those of you who are fans of boys basketball, a score to pass along to you in the third quarter over at St. Mary's. It is Cascade Christian leading the Crusaders by 16 at 33-17. It's our sponsors who make this live high school athletic action available for you, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also thanks to Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, our presenting sponsor with 7 locations to serve you. And also the game's brought to you in part by Usta Utilities and our friends at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. Upcoming games for the Crusaders. They have a game at Douglas on Thursday. At least that's scheduled there. I know Douglas has been really hit hard with COVID-19, and it's been a struggle for them to get their games in. So hopefully they're able to get that one on Thursday. Meanwhile, the Challenger girls, in a game that we're going to stream here on Table Rock Sports, they'll be home against Sutherland on Thursday night, and then they close out their regular season with a road contest against Santiam Christian on Saturday. So here we are into summer here at Cascade. Classes concluded for everyone at the end of last week, and we're still playing. And then the graduation about a week or so earlier, and I know I won't even begin to try to break down. I know quite often in most years, St. Mary's usually has a pretty unique schedule with the class schedule kind of broken up in a unusual format. So, but if I'm not mistaken, from basically what I've seen in social media and so forth, it looks like the St. Mary's had their graduation, I think, probably right before Memorial Day weekend. Our score at halftime, the Crusaders 22. The Challengers 20 on your John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll go ahead and pause for messages, and then we'll be back with more here on Table Rock Sports as we get ready for the start of the second half.
Circle K powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with MyCircleK, powered by GP Energy.
Here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, we're just moments away from the start of the second half. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and our community. Your score, 22-20 at halftime. The Crusaders on top, and they've led through much of the contest. But the Challengers making some runs and even taking the lead briefly in the ball game. But Crusaders managed to get back up on top, and actually at one point late in the second quarter, led by 7 in the ball game, and then Challengers a little bit of a run. I think more than anything else, if the Challengers can work on their shot selection a little bit, and then improve their passing, they're certainly in an excellent position to take this ball game here at home if they can square those things away. But there's just been a couple of times where the passes have been a little bit off target either, and it could be any number of different things. I think part of the challenge with a season like this one is you figure a good many of these athletes, at least for Cascade, were playing softball just a couple of weeks earlier, and I'm sure for St. Mary's kind of a similar deal, although maybe in their case you have people running track. And then I know for those of us who have been involved with fall sports, whether it was the football program or soccer or anything like that, it seemed like we had forever to get ready for our seasons. And I know at least here at Cascade we took advantage of that to try to get ready for the season, and certainly paid dividends for our team that in many respects had a little bit of an issue with inexperience on the season, but we're able to make that up just in terms of conditioning and time gained on the pitch in preparation for the season. Both teams are out on the floor now. We're just about a moment away from the start of the second half. Table Rock Sports says thank you to over 100 new YouTube subscribers this spring. It helps us keep the games coming. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button if you'd like to join the team. Thank you. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford. Hope you are enjoying today's game. They have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn how Brian Mitchell and his team can help you with your vision needs. I want to also encourage you, before we start the second half, to make sure you pay a visit to TableRockSports.net and check out what's coming up on the schedule. For example, I see in girls basketball action, Grants Pass, South Medford getting ready to square away here in a couple of minutes. I also have a wrestling meet tonight featuring North Medford and Grants Pass. Tomorrow, it'll be Ashland visiting South Medford in boys basketball. And then in boys basketball action tomorrow night, we also have Eagle Point at Grants Pass. And then in basketball, it'll be Brookings at North Medford coming up later this week. So make sure you check that out. And again, the Challenger girls will be in action on Thursday night when they take on the Sutherland Bulldogs. All right, we're going to go ahead and get ready to fire it up here for the second half. Challengers start out with a basketball. Feed inside to White. Her shot no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. And they said it was last touched by the Crusaders. And it'll be Cascade ball as Caitlin Willard gets set to inbound. Bounce pass to White. Liz fires a long skip pass over to Willard. Willard picks up her dribble. Now for Williams. Williams bounce pass. White over on the far side corner to Holt. And there Joseph is able to run down the basketball. White. Pass over for Williams. Williams has a path and a look. Her shot in and out. Willard and Dole fighting for the rebound. They tie it up on alternating possession. It'll be St. Mary's ball. Dole out of backcourt to Rothfuss. Skip pass to Dole. Dole can shoot out there. And on cue, she knocks it down. Crusader lead is now 5. First minute here of the third quarter. Holt with the basketball at the free throw line. Makes a move to the hoop. Her shot just a little far and ball's loose on the floor. Challengers will inbound along the baseline. White to Joseph. Gets it to Holt. Dishes back out, and then just as she begins to feed it to Holt, we have a whistle against St. Mary's. I believe they called that one against Rothfuss. Bounce pass into White. Joseph. Willard shoots along the baseline. That shot ends up short. And a foul called against the Crusaders, sending Caitlin Willard to the free throw line. Willard, one of 4 Challenger seniors honored tonight. She has been an integral part of this basketball team from day one. And she draws the Challengers within 3. Feed the ball to Ward. Ward bounce pass. Nice pass, but it's broken up by the Challengers. Willard to White. Goes inside for Holt. Holt going to make a move. That one's good. Abby Holt makes it home to draw the Challengers within 1. 25-24. And good defense there by Willard. Willard on the breakaway. 2. Challengers take the lead. Timeout called on the floor. 5:54 left to go in the third. It is the Challengers 26 and the Crusaders 25. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Table Rock Sports.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Third quarter score to pass along to you over at St. Mary's. Challengers lead 41-27. I'll actually make that 41-24 late in the third. So And I'm trying to remember, actually, the last time the Challengers came away with a win over at their place. Those are not easy to come by. We were just talking about earlier before the ball game, and the Challenger girls losing over at St. Mary's back on June 1st. And St. Mary's I think one of the toughest places to play in the league if you're a visitor. Great if you're home, though. Nice looking shot by Dole, but it's a little bit short. White with the long rebound. Quickly up the floor that she goes. Willard going to shoot her shot just a little bit off to the right, no good. Joseph there fighting for the rebound. Calling jump ball, alternating possession, goes the Challengers' way. Callie Swain checking into the ball game. Miha Joseph will come out for a breather. Willard with the inbound. To White, knocked out of bounds by Mejia. So the Challengers can try it again. Inbound, Holt has it behind the arc. Williams picks up her dribble. Now a pass for Willard. Willard pulls up, shoots. That shot gets her own rebound. She falls to the floor. Ward is there for the Crusaders. Rothfuss out of backcourt. Now for Morgan Dole. Skip pass over to Ward. Ward drives. She'll pull up. Little 10-footer. That's good. St. Mary's going back on top by 1. White looking for some help. Gets it now to Williams. Williams had a good look. Misses it, but the Challengers get the offensive rebound. Willard on the drive. She is fouled by Rothfuss. And now Connor will get ready to check into the ball game for St. Mary's. Rothfuss will come out. Bounce past White. Here on the near side to Swaim. Now they dump a pass in low to White. She tries to get it across the paint to Holt. It's broken up by St. Mary's. Good defense there by the Crusaders. Dole on the drive, on the baseline. Gets it for Mejia. She'll shoot, and her shot is off target. No good. Fighting for the rebound, Abby Holt, one of those Challenger seniors. White out of backcourt. Now on the baseline. Williams going to shoot from 16. Her shot rims off, but there with the rebound is Willard. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll remain Challenger basketball. They trail in this one by 1 with 3:58 to go in the third. Laney Pearson will check in. Holt will come out. Joseph will come in. And Williams will head to the Challenger bench. Willard, Pearson, she shoots. Her shot a little bit short. And out of backcourt comes Ward. Ward quickly up the floor for Dole. Dole to the hoop. 2. St. Mary's now up by 3 with 3:43 left to go in the third. Bullard with the basketball on the far side wing. Pass intended for Swaim. It's broken up by St. Mary's. St. Mary's has been playing pretty good defense throughout the night. Ashland kicks it out for Erickson. Near steal by Willard. And this will go against the Challengers. And a timeout called. Your John L. Scott scoreboard shows the Crusaders up by 3. We will take a timeout and be back with more on TableRockSports.net.
Coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday. They make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
3:12 left to go in the third quarter of play. Johnny McCoy on the camera, Jim McCoy on the play-by-play. And just about when you think the Challengers may be taking the game in hand, the Crusaders come storming back. Challengers come out with a lineup of Sweem, Joseph, Willard, Pearson, and White. Driving is Ashland, now to Ward. Ward kicks it back out for Erickson. Dole trying to shake loose of Caitlin Willard. Kicks it out, Ward. And it's broken up there by Willard there for a second. And Challengers, good hustle defensively, just can't come up with it. And there, Joseph breaks up a pass, but Ashland is there. Ashland now for Connor. Her shot no good. White with a rebound. Out of backcourt it goes. White on a bull rush to the hoop. And we'll have a foul called against the St. Mary's Crusaders. At this juncture of the half, Crusaders now with 4 team fouls. The Challengers with 1, as Willard will inbound for Cascade. Pearson. Now for Willard. She'll fire from downtown, and the shot won't go. We have a fight for the basketball. Jump ball the call. Possession arrow going St. Mary's way, as Catherine Mejia gets ready to check back in the ball game, and Ashland will come out. Morgan Dole walking it out of backcourt. Up the floor it goes. Ward to Dole. She'll start a drive, picks up her dribble, and she traveled with the ball. Holds, and Williams will check back into the ball game. Willard will come out for a momentary breather. Joseph passes to Holt in the high post. She'll make a move to the hoop. Her shot is good. She'll go to the line. Second bucket of the ball game for Abby Holt to draw the Challengers within 1. Abby with the hoop and the harm, and an opportunity to tie this one up. Shot is up, and it's good. We have a tie-all ball game. Willard with 5 on, Holt with 5 on the night. Timeout called on the floor with 1:53 to go in the third. It is knotted up at 29 apiece on your John L. Scott scoreboard. Stick around. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bills Glass supports our schools and communities. Challengers, a little run here late in the third. Come back to tie this game up. Willard's going to go ahead and get a little more bench time. Get ready for the fourth. Meanwhile, Challengers, they've played good defense throughout the night. That has not been their issue. Caitlin Connor with the shot. Clears everything and ends up out of bounds. It'll be Cascade ball. Kaylee Connor, lone senior on this Crusader roster. Joseph. Out of White. Directing traffic. Sweem. High post for Williams. She'll kick it back out. Sweem will drive to the hoop. And she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Team foul number 6 for the Crusaders. Callie Sweem, part of a smaller junior class, soon to be senior class for the Cascade Christian Challengers. Right now, the only junior on the roster. First free throw attempt. That one's short. She'll have another attempt as Riker Rothfuss comes back into the ball game. Catherine Mejia comes out. Sweem's second look. And that one off to the right. Ward there using her height to get the rebound. And a foul called against Callie Sweem. With 1:10 to go in the third. Willard will come back into the ball game. Sweem will come out now. So your challenger lineup. You got White, Holt, Willard, Williams, and Joseph. So all 4 of those challenger seniors out on the floor, along with Williams, the sophomore. Rothfuss. Erickson now works it up high for Dole. But there's Williams right up in her grill. Rothfuss will try for a shot. Ball's loose. There's Holt with the rebound. 43 seconds to go in the third. White has it nearly taken away by Rothfuss. Connor with a little tumble to the floor. And this will send Liz White to the free throw line. White, a slasher for the Challengers. If she lowers that shoulder and goes to the hoop, you know you're in trouble. First free throw attempt gives the Challengers a 1-point lead. She'll get a look at a second. It's on its way in and out. Erickson there for St. Mary's. Her pass just a little out of reach of Dole. So with 35 seconds to go in the quarter, Challengers will inbound. Joseph. Up top it goes for White. Now for Caitlin Willard. She's looking inside, finds White there. Her shot just a little too hard. Just muscled it up just a little bit too much. 18 seconds to go, and now Dole with it. Cross-court pass. Ashland has a look, just a little bit short. Holt with a rebound. Out of backcourt comes White. Over for Willard. She'll shoot from downtown. It's good. Challengers with a 3-ball from Caitlin Willard take a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter. Your score, the Challengers 33, the Crusaders 29. We'll be back in 60 seconds on TableRockSports.net.
workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Cascade Christian with a 4-point lead. But it seems like just about any time the Challengers look like they're about ready to gain some separation, St. Mary's comes storming back. Driving is Ward. Ward double teamed, and now a near steal by Holt. Instead, she ties it up on the alternating possession. The Challengers get the basketball while holding a 4-point lead. Joseph picks up her dribble, needs some help. White's there. And we have ball out of bounds. Cascade will keep possession. Mejia back in the ball game as Maddie Ward, who's given them A-plus effort all night, comes out. Holt at the free throw line. She'll drive, but gets it to White. White with the basketball. She flips it up. Offensive rebound by Williams. And the Challengers are up by 6. Shooting from downtown. Rothfuss in and out. Rebound by Holt. White. Williams, she'll shoot. This one rims off. Goal there with for the Crusaders. Quickly up the floor, she sees Rothfuss, who gets behind the defense, but she can't convert. Willard quickly up the floor. It's a track meet now. White with the basketball. And we have a timeout called by Coach John Thomas for Cascade. 6:55 left to go in the ball game. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. TableRockSports.net, your home for video streaming of live local high school sports. Got all kinds of it going on. This evening we have a wrestling meet on the schedule. So make sure that you visit TableRockSports.net. You can check out the menu. Also, you can go ahead and click on each of the individual schools if you're the fan of a particular program to see when they're up next. Our next stream of Cascade Christian sports will be on Thursday night as the Challenger girls will close out their home schedule against the Sutherland Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs, historically, one of the strongest teams in the state. So make sure you tune in. That game's going to tip off at 6 o'clock on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Challenger boys, who at least at last look were on their way to running the record to 10-0 against the Crusaders over at St. Mary's. They'll be on the road against the Bulldogs. So, and then we got all kinds of stuff going on. It'll be a busy week of sports, even as we are past the end of the school year. Certainly, it has provided some interesting circumstances for especially the seniors. Right now, Cascade Christian's got a senior trip going on right now, and 4 people who could be making that trip are here tonight. Joseph tries a shot. That won't go. Crusaders come away. Dole, guarded by Joseph. Gets a screen from Rothfuss. Look there, shot a little bit short. Rebound comes out to White. White up the floor to Joseph. The pass just a little bit off target. Just maybe led her just a little bit too much. Challengers catch a break, though, as it last touched by a Crusader defender. Willard to Holt. Holt to the hoop. And will they count it? It doesn't. What? Okay, I didn't see that. All right. So Crusaders have it now with 6:14 to go in the fourth. Mejia. Dole has a good look from the wing. Her shot a little bit long. Holt, who has a bushel full of rebounds tonight. Outlets for White. White, Willard thinks about a three, but instead says, let's take our time with this. And Holt goes hard to the hole. Her shot is good. Abby Holt puts the Challengers up by 8, their largest lead of the ball game. Holt with 7 on the night. Dole behind the arc at the top of the key. Now for Erickson. Dole, you can tell they're looking for her as much as they can get her the ball. But Ashland there. Nice little shot from mid-range. Putting the Crusaders within 6. 5:19 left to go in the ball game. Holt. Pass for White. Skip pass over to Willard. She'll fire from downtown. Boosh! Challengers now with their largest lead of the ball game at 9. 4:57. Can't get comfortable yet, though. This Crusader team has a lot of fight and the talent to put up points. Joseph for White. Liz, skip pass over to Willard. She has a look. And you don't need an engraved invitation to get her to shoot the ball. Now we have a whistle in backcourt. Sweem will come into the ball game. Bella Williams will come out. 4:32 left to go. The Challengers, who lost to the Crusaders back on June 1st by 11 over at their place, lead by 9 in this one. Dole looking for Ward. Throws it down low. Connor behind the defense, and there's Willard with a steal. Willard to White. Now for Sweem, goes to the hole. Had a good look there, but can't get it to go. And we'll have a whistle against this will go St. Mary's way. 4 minutes left in the game. Challengers up by 9. Dole out of backcourt. Toward Ashland. Her shot can't connect. White with a rebound. White bounce pass up the floor for Joseph. Joseph glides to the hole, but it is blocked by the Crusaders. St. Mary's out of backcourt. Rothfuss with it. Dole. Ward. Over in the far corner. Picks up her dribble. She's double teamed. And they're going to... That's a bad call. That's a bad call. She tied her up. What I wouldn't give for replay right now. But Challengers. Timeout call with 3:23 to go. 9-point ball game. And we'll take a quick timeout and be back with more here on Table Rock Sports.
Way to ride would be just to get on the bus and go. RVTD helps me to be independent. The bus goes everywhere I need to go. I've become pretty good friends with even some of the drivers. They really care about the passengers. I have to use the power wheelchair, which makes it convenient to have to ride the bus because they have the ramps that go down so you can get on and off really easy. I feel very safe. And now more than ever, RVTD is a very important part of this community. I don't know where I'd be without it.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, 3:23 left to go in the ball game. Challengers, who have struggled to find an advantage throughout the evening, with a little run here in the second half, now have their largest lead of the ball game. St. Mary's trying to fight to get back in it. They've had some looks along the way, but they haven't been able to convert on those. Those are the kind of things you expect that as this team grows and gains an experience, that they'll only get better down the road. Challengers, meanwhile, plagued with some turnover problems early in the ball game. Still a little bit of trouble with that, but have the lead at this point. Taking the inbound is Erickson. And shooting from downtown, Rothfuss, ball's loose on the floor, and Abby Holt with another rebound. Holt up the floor for White. White dribbling left, kicks it back out for Joseph. 3:05 left to go. Challengers going to play some possession basketball right now. Holt moves to the hoop, and we'll have a foul called against Erickson and the Crusaders. No protest from Hannah on that one. And that'll send the senior forward, Abby Holt, to the free throw line. First attempt, that one's a little long and off to the left. It remains a 9-point ball game as Bella Williams returns for the Challengers. 2:54 left to go in this one. Second attempt, that one's good. Challengers now have a double-digit lead. Defensively, if I'm the Challengers, I watch for number 10 is from long range. I don't think I want to give Rothfuss any good looks either. Challengers with the steal defensively. There to tip it away is Morgan Dole. It will end up out of bounds. Last touched by the Crusaders. Coach JT giving instructions from the Challenger bench. White picked up at midcourt by Dole. Now to Callie Sweem, feeds it to Williams. Williams passes inside, and that is Holt trying to make a move there. Ball still there. Williams going to get a look, and that one in and out. Rebound. Oh, it's taken by Willard. Willard now for White. She'll pull up, shoot, and somebody's put a lid on that basket. Crusader ball. Rothfuss quickly up the floor, weaves through traffic to Riker Rothfuss. Draws the Crusaders within 8, 1:45 to go. Ball fire to Holt in the high post. She'll go ahead and make a move, spins, and her shot just a little bit short. She'll fight, it's tipped around, and there's Liz White with the basketball. Now to Sweem. And a timeout called. 1:26 left to go. John L. Scott scoreboard. It is the Challengers 41 and the Crusaders 33.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
1:26 left to go in this one. Challengers in search of their third win of the season. Meanwhile, the Crusaders, limited time, but it's not impossible to make up 8 points in 1:26, so stop important for the Crusaders if they can get one here. Inbound to Joseph, and a foul by St. Mary's. That'll send Neha Joseph to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. The Crusaders on the verge of the double bonus. Free throw attempt. It's good. Neha Joseph gives the Challengers a 9-point lead. Hannah Erickson of the ball game for Carmel Ashland. Second attempt. That one's good. Challengers, lots of free throws tonight. And a lot of free throws made. Now they're up by 10. Dole to Ward, defended well there by Holt. Dole starts to make a move, pulls up from 12. She knocks it down. White quickly up the floor. It goes to Willard. 59 seconds left to go in the ball game. Kicks it back out for Williams. Challengers spread the floor. Willard has it taken away by Dole. Dole leads the way, and she lays it up and in. 6-point ball game with 37 seconds left. White out of backcourt. Up the floor to Willard. 30 seconds left to go. Skip pass over to Williams. And that one just overthrown a little bit, and out of bounds it goes. Challengers, you want to stop here. Coach Mullings is going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Wants to make this possession count. Try to see if she can't turn in a 6-point deficit into a 3 or 4 point, and just got to talk through the sequence of events here for the next 24 seconds. Ideally, they'd want to try to get something quick. And one thing you can say for the Crusaders is that they've got people who are capable of scoring the basketball, whether it be Rothfuss or Ward or Dole. So the Challengers will need to be attentive defensively. Obviously, the conversation over at the Challenger bench is no easy baskets. Make them earn it. So the Crusaders will come out with Dole, Ward, Rothfuss, Mejia, and Erickson. Challengers out with Holt, Williams, Willard, White, and Joseph. Rothfuss out of backcourt. She'll drive, go hard to the hole. Her shot short. Rebound by Joseph. They'll get it to White. And a call will go against the Crusaders in the backcourt. Double bonus, and that will send Joseph to the free throw line, where Neha was successful her last trip there. First attempt, that rolls around and off. It remains a 6-point game, 43-37. 13 seconds to go. Challengers will go ahead and put a couple bodies back on defense. Next attempt, that one off to the left, no good. 12 seconds left. Dole for the Crusaders. She'll fire it over for Ward. Ward's shot just a little bit long. Offensive rebound by Erickson. Ball's tipped around. And there's Abby Holt, and that's the ball game. The Cascade Christian Challengers get a victory on senior night. Your final score, the Cascade Christian Challengers 43 and the St. Mary's Crusaders 37. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll bring you a quick post-game wrap-up here on Table Rock Sports.
Navy for 4 years. I went in for education, employment, and travel, and the Navy gave me all of that. I have medical appointments out of the VA DOM. It's a big blessing to us veterans to have transportation, to be able to get out into the community and get involved. I have a cart and do my grocery shopping. When it's loaded, they lower the ramp for me so I can get it on the bus. Now more than ever, I think RVTD is the bus company with a heart.
Back here at the Cascade Christian Pavilion, Challengers had to earn it. The Crusaders put up a good fight and led for much of the first half of the ball game. Then it was the Challengers able to turn it on with a big second half rally to end up winning in the ball game by a score of 43-37. So the Challengers, a victory on senior night. So this will mean one more home date after this. On Thursday night, the Challengers will play host to the Sutherland Bulldogs, one of the top programs historically in the Oregon 3A. That game will tip off at 6, and we'll have the action for you right here on Table Rock Sports. Meanwhile, for the St. Mary's Crusaders, they're scheduled to make a road trip up to Douglas and see if they can't end their season on a winning note. But your final score here, the Challengers 43, St. Mary's Crusaders on our 37 on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we look forward to being with you again.